Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back yet again to the colony section yet again for the last installment of the Pumpo LPAC maps. It's the Desolate Desert, another light play as creep map. And yes, let's give it a go. That being said, I'm probably going to break my normal rule of no cheating on this one and break it at some point. It will be later down the line, though. We're going to do this as legit as possible until a bit later. Hail, Commander. We've tracked the human scum to this wretched land. The Desolate Desert, they call it. They believe such inhospitable lands would keep us away, and it really should. What a humorous thought that is. If I was capable of humor. Ha ha! That was a joke. Laugh, my spawn. Laugh at the jokes of the hive mind. Anyway, we have dispatched a few resources to aid you in cleansing of this region. While the enemy have captured the armaments, we have prepared for such action. Not very well. It is time to attack. Whoever you are, Commander, whether Thomasar the Great of the Angorasaur system, or simply a recruit fresh from the academy, it is up to you to squash these inferior beings and bring this region under the supreme command of the great and mighty hive mind. They may even have information as to where the enemy leader, King Ben, has gone into hiding. Slaughter them before you, and eliminate the Ben-work ideology once and for all. For the almighty hive mind emperor. And this is the map. Here we go. We have loads of absorber terrain. And that's not the worst part. Probably the worst part is the fact that because of this, we can only mesh in very peculiar directions. So for instance, if we want to get mesh to the skimmer factory, we actually have to go around, through here, through here, through here, around the base, just to get mesh to the skimmer factory. So I don't think we'll be meshing the skimmer factory anytime soon, or at all in this map, which is a little bit of a shame because mesh skimmer factories are amazing. But that's okay. Let's just get this show on the road. We have our emitter. Everything starts essentially at 0. So, even when we free something, it's not going to be the best. But that's okay. We can work with what we're given. Unfortunately, again, because we can't mesh and because there's so much absorber terrain on this map, we are fairly limited in what we can do for a very, very long time. We're going to be playing this map on 4x speed, and eventually, like I said, we'll probably be cheating the map. It's a little bit of a shame, but it's kind of what's going to happen. I'm sorry. I was just recording this and realized that my machine restarted, and apparently my microphone was working, but then halfway through stopped working. So I do have a playthrough at about an hour and change of not actually beating it at the time. And I was like, now that I kind of know that, I think we're going to have a little bit of a better understanding of what doing this for real is, right? So, we're just going to keep it going. We're going to use our mesh. We're going to break this sort of weak spot in the armor here, and then sort of take out the rest. So we're going for the weak spot, then we're going to bring it around. We're going to take out all of these canons. No real reason other than I want to. That's about it, really. That's honestly the only reason. I just want to take out these canons. So, the map itself, again, there are loads of absorber terrain, so we're going to have to go around and come up to this emitter. Again, this emitter starts at 0, so even getting it doesn't really feel like a victory. But that's okay. It's also the same interval as this one, so it's not like saving our upgrades is really going to do anything. Although it does move creep production up over here versus here, which is a lot more centralized. Although, again, because that's like fully encased in absorber terrain, it's not exactly the best either. I should be using my upgrades. Times 4 speed is giving me upgrades way faster than I'm used to. We should have broken through this already. That's my fault. I'm sorry. But that's okay. We're still working. We're still moving. We're still grooving. And we're going to do the best that we can with what we got in this desolate desert. And that's okay. Slowly but surely, as you can see, once we sort of broke the armor, now we can get to some surrounds. We can start just popping them all down. And yeah, we have some planes in the way. Gonna cause us some problems. Planes are annoying. They really don't matter, but they're annoying, for sure. We'll probably want to take care of them. But, I mean, we're going to have to take care of them with eggs. Because they're over here. And we can't get through, no matter what. So, we're going to have to do that with eggs. We could probably do that right now. We probably have enough eggs. I don't know about that quite so yet, but we'll see, we'll see. I am going to start X-meshing some of this. I don't really need the creep going up there anymore. That's perfectly fine. We'll just keep this going, keep this upgrading, because we do need all of the upgrades. This is going to get to be a very, very sizable emitter, because again, we don't really have anything else to put things in. We're not going to be able to free anything else. With my limitations, of course. We can technically pop things out, right? We could go straight for the blob's nest with rocks and things like that. Not really going to worry about that for now. Let's just X-mesh this. We don't really need it on that side any longer. And yeah, the creep must flow, but the creep must flow in this direction. So let's get it going and get it moving. And again, just keep it grooving. And they're moving in an assault squad over there. Huzzah. Another thing to note about the map is their Redon supplies. As you can see, they have a lot of Redon producers, and if these were 0.5, not too bad. They are 30s, every single one, so unless we can hold all of them, they have infinite Redon. And that's okay, that's okay. You know, we'll get through, we'll get through. But, you know, with the first essential upgrade that we get, either being an air sac or spores, which we can't actually hold, because we can't actually get creep over there consistently because of the absorber terrain. It's kind of really bad for us because they have infinite Redon. They'll never run out, and we have access to spores and air sacs essentially. Maybe we'll use we'll probably use the air sacs just for fun. I mean, if you get a big enough number of them, they'll at least survive for a little bit. But it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So again, we're just moving ourselves along, just singing our song. They have some control over here. It happens. That's okay. I don't really care if they're shooting over here. It's not really the area that we really care about. So we're just gonna keep going, save our eggs up, because we can do some fun things, right? We can kill some stuff. We can kill some stuff. Yeah, we can definitely kill some stuff. A lot of eggs. We could go straight for the base, honestly, probably right now. 44 eggs, definitely enough to get there. I mean, we could get there from here, probably. Plop an egg, just go boop, 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 go straight for the base, right? We can place it right next to their base. They don't really have that many defenses at their base, so just putting, like, one egg there, one egg there, one egg there, one egg there, repeat, or even 3 down at a time. Even the earned mortars aren't going to be able to take them all out. So that is the quote-unquote cheat. Just bring your eggs over there. I mean, it's all you really need to do. It's all you should do. But that's not what we're going to do. It's not what we're going to do. Because we're just living. We're just living our creep life, spreading with the mesh. We're already 10 minutes in. We've gained some progress. You know, ideally speaking, we will make it around. Maybe we'll go with some air sac attacks. I'm thinking about it. I keep trying to convince myself that it's not a bad idea. It's a bad idea. But, technically speaking, the map says we're going to get them first. So that's the first thing that we should upgrade, right? Because we're not able to get anywhere near this blob's nest, right? You have to cross through 2 unmeshable highways of the creep, right? So we could egg over there, of course. We could do that. But if we were to do that, we definitely would be slightly letting ourselves down. Now, these planes are a bit more in the way of what we want to do. So that's these planes over here. So the question is, do we egg those? Because again, now we're doing an egg trail, which is fine. We can do that. But once we do an egg trail, essentially we could just egg trail the base, right? Maybe we'll do a fun egg trail. Maybe we'll try and do some disruption. So if we do, yeah, maybe we'll just do we'll do a big one, just one big one, and call it that, right? So it's gonna be quite a big one, and that's okay. That's okay. So we'll egg trail up there, and we'll keep going up. Why are we still going up? Now, we're not going for their base, which we should do. And maybe, and eventually we probably will. But I think if we go up here, we can take out these, because these can't come back, right? So if we take... Oh my gosh, stop double putting. Self, what are you doing? So if we take out these, they can never come back. That's a plus, right? And then we'll just bring it all the way over. I should be still upgrading my creep, but I have 5 upgrades and I'm not. So let's just take a second and do that. Let's also continue the mesh. The mesh. Okay, beautiful. One more upgrade coming in 6 seconds, and we'll go back to planting our eggs while this slowly expands. So more eggs. We can also take out their Ultrax situation, right? So we can just bring it on over here. Blammo. And then we'll just do like one there, one there. We'll do it between each one. That'll just be safest. Beautiful. And then we have eggs all the way over here. So let's just keep them a-coming. All the way down to these other versions of those. Beautiful. And that also gives us a nice little entrance into this area, which gets us some more plates. We're going to have to be very careful. We're definitely going to want some extra eggs to make sure this goes down, because obviously, if it doesn't, we've wasted quite a lot of eggs and effort. But that's a-okay, that's a-okay. Honestly, there's solar panels in here I kind of want to destroy too. So let's see if we can do that. So we do this. Let's get a couple of these going. I can't even see the eggs. I hope they all went down. And then should get some more solar panels. That should be all of their solar panels, plus their 2 sets of planes, plus their Ultrax, which is pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Now, one thing I also notice is the mesh is like really high and really thick, and then it drains precipitously right at this corner. I wish there was a way to make the creep take a corner better. It's a little bit of a shame. It is what it is. But that's a note. I guess if we're taking out all of this, we should take out these planes too. Which in theory, we should come from this direction. So many choices. So many choices. But that's okay, because we can still spread our creep, make it nice and girth. Because when it's thin, it just dies out very quickly. Vara quickly. So we do have to make this a little bit girthy. It's a little bit of a shame. A little bit. But that's okay. That's okay. You can even see this is getting strong enough that it's actually starting to make it through this a little bit. So that's kind of exciting. As a veil. But we are getting to the point where we are now encroaching. Let's just get rid of the earned unit, of course. Blam from space. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's pop some planes. We will do this for real, so we're not going to use this because we're you know, we're doing it for realsies. So we have to get it all the way so it touches the creep, but that's okay. We can do that. And this should, in theory, be a pretty good situation. Let's slow it down to make sure things die that we want. Blam, 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 blam. Everywhere is looking pretty good. I think that's going down. That did. This entire back area is. The reason I'm not bothering with the urn port... looks like we might have missed one, or is that... Yeah, we might have missed one there. Much better. So that's good. Beautiful. This side, I'm a little more paranoid about. Beautiful. Got that one. Very nice. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to put one more in the center. And did we mess up over here? A little bit. I can't see if eggs are going down. So, egg. I definitely want to take out these solar panels as well. Any energy that we can deprive them of is good at this point. Because, you know, it's energy. I know if it were me, I would want my energy. So if I can deprive it from them, that's pretty nice too. So that's a good amount of their energy production that is now lost, essentially forever. So very good news there. Again, all of their all tracks are gone. They're still not in a deficit or anything, but it's probably the best we could have done with what we had. Ooh, and we can still get rid of these. We only have 13 eggs left after all of that, which is okay. But now we can start getting rid of these. Or do we want to leave them for energy, like for using energy? Because they're constantly going to be shooting this. So if this just is sucking up energy, that could be actually a pretty good thing in our favor. I don't really know. I don't know which is best in that position. Because those planes, they're not really affecting us currently. I mean, I guess if this is strong enough to bust on through like it is, maybe we can bust on through this side as well. So there is that consideration. But overall, not super paranoid about it. These planes, they're going to take their time before they die off. So unfortunately, this whole assault right here is going to be put on hold until these planes run out of ammo. That's a-okay. Up over here, the creep is going down. It's basically lost. That's okay. And yeah, we've managed to hold. You know. Did I see an egg over there? No. I don't. I just want to make sure there's no eggs anywhere. There's 3 somewhere. So let's just clean up all of our eggs. And now, they're starting to build shields now. So now they're building shields. Again, they have infinite red on, so they can build as many shields as they want. They can literally cover the entire map in shields. And there's no way we could stop them. There's just, again, I mean, how many is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 6, 11? 330 red on a tick. That's a lot of shields. I mean, just the fact that every tick they can build 16 shields is pretty impressive, let alone the fact that, you know, shield upkeep is significantly smaller than building one. So yeah, they have it red on for weeks. This hit 1,000. I think I'm okay with that being 1,000. We could probably just make it, oh my god, I'm moving so many shields over. Probably just make it stronger so we could, like, take this out, right? Like, just make it flow, and then I guess we would take this side. Again, their generation is very high. They have plenty of eco that we can stop but not hold. So again, that's just an internal dilemma that we currently have. But we're getting there. We're getting there, right? We're making steps. We're making progress. I'm going to start upgrading this emitter, because this will be the next one on the hit list, because it's not going to do anything unless we upgrade it, and I'd rather have some creep come out on this side as well. Now, do we have the capability to get to, say, this first shield? Can we start doing things? I mean, I want to... We have eggs, or we have rocks, so I am not happy to use rocks here, but, I mean, we're probably going to have to. Because, I mean, look at this. I mean, we have an emitter doing 1,000, and it's essentially... I mean, look at all these shields, right? So, maybe I shouldn't have upgraded this emitter. I mean, just look at the massive shields. It's ridiculous. What's in the top right? Is there anything that can help us hold this? No. So even if we were to take out all of their blue white, there's no, like, emitter here or anything. There's no way we can actually hold that corner. It's a little bit of a shame. Kinda is what it is. That's okay. That's okay. Whoa. Yeah, they're just too strong for us to push right here. And they're even pushing all this back because they just have 50 shields now. So this is the fun that this map brings. Thankfully, that shield did move into the mesh, so it's okay. Well, I was gonna say it's either gonna die or retreat, and it retreated. I actually wanted it to die. I'm not gonna lie. But there's so many units here. I don't even want to rock this area, right? That's the problem, right? Oh, please, no. Hit the shield. Thank you. Don't even want to rock it because there's so many units. So, let's see. We have 37. We do that. We just do that. Oh, right. We just popped a lot of AC in the world. Let's just try and free this emitter so we have, you know, a base of operations. We'll rock you. We'll rock you. We'll rock you. Buzzinga. Might as well rock you. And let's just see if we can just drop enough eggs that it comes in the top side, maybe kills the M-Rift, kills everything else, and we can free this emitter, right? So we're able to free the emitter, which is great. Gets us another emitter right here. Location. Beautiful. This emitter, doing fine. Used all of our eggs, though. A lot of our rocks. But we did get it. We did get it in the end. So that's just... That's nice. That's nice. This now hooking in, the mesh should actually get a little bit more full on this side. Which, again, very nice. Definitely want to do that. And I guess let's just hook this thing into the mesh. That should start... feeding it to a degree, and we'll cut it off from this side. We don't really care about this side as much. I mean, I guess we could go to the wall and try and free the spore launcher? I don't really know about that. I don't really know about that. Again, I think the next goal is this shieldy area, right? So we're starting to make our move into here, and honestly speaking, we'll just drop an egg. You know, we'll just fill up some eggs, right? One there, one, and 2 rocks. Just to get rid of the... Oh, 2 rocks. There we go. Get rid of this area. That'll be nice. And we can hopefully just start meshing our way through. That'll get us a little bit of a surround on this, which is nice. But this is our only meshable pathway onto this land, which isn't the worst, but look at how small that is, right? And all of our creep will never fit through that. So again, a little bit of a thing. Little bit of a shame, but that's okay because we're almost to our first official expansion, which is the air sac attack. And again, we're going for it, right? We're gonna beef this bad boy up so it can hopefully help defend, keep the mesh going on through this little island area, maybe take out the planes with it, which will be nice. And yeah, let's just keep our butt in gear, moving forward, keeping it going because we at least have that. We at least have that going for us right now. Again, all of their extra energy gain is now essentially gone, other than these eco spots, which, you know, again, we can take out, but they can just regrow. So there's no reason for that. So we're doing okay. They're not using that much energy. Although, at the same time, if we do get a bunch of air sac attacks, they'll probably be using significantly more energy because, of course, snipers shoot, you know, things like that. So, air sacs, if anything, will at least be a drain on their resources. Now, let's see, where is that? Okay, that M-Rift is right there. It's actually pretty accessible. So if we can connect this up to this, we're going to go for that M-Rift, right? So that's kind of the next goal, right? We want to get this air sac, connect up over to here, get this M-Rift, and then this area just falls. Or moves, I guess. I'll probably just move it. I mean, that's how they do. But that's okay. That's okay. We're starting to get our air sacs leveled up. We want to get a bunch of them. You know, one air sac isn't going to do it. We're going to need a whole armada of them to even make a dent in this world. So let's make sure they're making that dent. Let's go back to 4 times speed. It's like almost getting to some of these shields over here too, which is pretty wild. But we have made it officially to the air sac shield shield zone. So that's actually pretty exciting because if we can make it through, we can get some air sacs, you know? Are they gonna do what we need them to do? Probably not. They'll probably just fly everywhere that we don't care about, but there's that chance. Air sacs have been known to drop like the ultimate bomb. So, fingers crossed for air sac heroes. You know what? This one gun is really annoying me at this point. Yeah, it's coming for you. It's coming for you, gun. How does that feel? You're done. You're done, gun. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Keep this paint going. Yeah, getting rid of that one gun was actually pretty substantial. We're going to keep going around. We want to just completely surround this area. We have 3 upgrades still available. Keep this air sac attack coming. Get them so they're spawning more. I mean, I should probably just be upgrading this emitter just so it maybe starts bleeding up into the north. But, I mean, where's the fun in that, right? Where's the air sac in that? We can put down some mesh over here so eventually, in theory, it'll all join up. And we may need to start some rock treatments, right? So do like those. And then hopefully this will now get us into the shields a little bit, right? Move you down, move you in. It's definitely a tough spot. But it is working. And I think that M-Rift is going down. So now we've gotten rid of the M-Rift, which is actually a pretty big joiner. So once we get rid of this pylon, like well, I guess now they have 2 pylons. But still, once we get rid of a couple pylons, we should be in a pretty good spot. Or we just do something like, right? Go, boop. Let's just egg them. We got a lot of eggs right now, so let's just do something, right? We'll just plop down a bunch like that. That'll be a pretty good little surround. These Canans shouldn't be able to handle it too much, at least. And then, where is the M-Rift in here? The M-Rift is right there, and there is an M-Rift down there. Butts. Okay, well let's try and mesh up around. Oh, double butts. It's a little bit of a shame. I was not hoping for that. And just make a nice little egg wave right there. So we'll fill in the mesh on the outside. That egg wave will hopefully get to at least the first M-Rift, which would be kind of cool. If it takes out the shield, that's even better. Yes. Beautiful. Keep it going, keep it going. Alright, alright. All we need to do is get to these 3 shields, I guess. And we're just so little creepulons. Shield. Good. Shield? Good. Okay. Trying to get rid of the shields. That's all I really care about. And I guess, maybe. Oh no! The eggs popped. Well, didn't pop, but they spread like that. There we go. And we have a mesh connection. The mesh connection! It exists. It happens. That M-Rift is in such a spot. It is very annoying. Okay, so now we have how many? 9 air sac attacks, 10, 11 air sac attacks on cooldown at a time now. Hopefully this helps again. They have infinite red on, near infinite energy. We did put a dent to their energy, but anything helps, right? So you can see their energy usage actually spiking significantly now that we're able to do this, but you can also see the air sacs don't last very long. That's why we need like an armada of them, right? If we can get all of them to sort of go to this corner, like all of them go over here, and then all of them go to this corner. You know, if they were to travel as a unit, they would be amazing. But they don't. So they're just here to start increasing their energy usage, I suppose. I do want to eliminate this little contingency because it is like right in the middle of all of our creep. And I do want to start working on this side to take out these planes. We'll also do a little surround over here, get our creep a little bit more momentum, which is nice. And I want to get our air sacs to 15, which is the maximum amount of air sacs, right? So you can see they're dropping stuff down. It's not doing that much. It didn't even destroy these 2 towers, which is actually a surprise. Wait, oh yeah. We can actually destroy things that are built. Or what have you. Or, again, that's another way to cheat. We're not cheating that way. for sure. But that is a way that it is possible to cheat this map. Surprise, surprise, there's a lot of ways to cheat maps sometimes, and that's a-okay. Feel free to use it if you wish. I am not going to. I mean, look, they just get anywhere near the base, instantly shot down. None of the orbs hit land. It's a little bit of a shame, but again, look at their energy usage now. It goes up to 130 and change, so that they're actually using a lot of resources in order to do this. So that's good. That's good. It's not the most helpful, but anything that uses resources is a good thing for us. I think we can actually mesh in here, because there's just that tiny little path, and if we can just mesh enough, maybe take out a shield or two, maybe get this M-Rift, turn this area off, that will actually help bolster quite a lot. So yeah, let's see if we can actually turn this area off. That would be nice. I would be pleased by this. M-Rift, go down. Boom! There we go. Okay, X-Mesh. Just get out of there. We don't really want mesh to go into that little peninsula. But yeah, so that feels a little bit better. So we're feeling okay. We're feeling okay. Is this it? Bazinga! That is now 15 every like 40 or so seconds. Not too bad. This area is now cleaned up, which will help significantly. Well, not, I don't know about significantly, but it'll help. It'll help. Again, we are also taking land from the enemy, so that is nice as well. Our creep, again, we can't mesh this super well because it does have to get into this main area, and the only pathway in is essentially a tiny little mesh pathway. I am way over meshing over here, though. We don't need to go down there. We don't really need that. Going down here, though, is what we do want. And I think I do want to just egg this at this point. It's not drawing as much energy as I would hope. And realistically, I'm just done with them. Just done. So blammo. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Now hopefully this will be strong enough with the planes gone to actually just burst through this with this support, take this area, and we're gonna have a pretty good area. Again, the problem is like holding this corner. How do we hold this corner? Well, now there's apparently AC spawning there. Because I guess, is there breeder ground in the corner? Yeah, there's breeder ground in the corner, so we actually got AC breeding because of our air sac attacks. Whoopsie daisy. They are, I mean, like up here, that's a pretty good assault. Like, that's not bad. If they had any follow-up, if we could do any follow-up, that'd be huge, right? I mean, look at this. We could hopefully shut all this off, that'd be cool. Not going to be able to do it, realistically. But, again, feeling a little bit better. We are taking their energy from them, which is good. Let's get this back up. Maybe we get this one to 1,000 too, because we can see how big the spread of this emitter at 1,000 is. So it has a pretty good, radius of forcing its way through. If it forces its way through to the edge, we can definitely take this spore launcher. We take this spore launcher, that ends this entire side, that makes them have less power. It's not a bad thing to do at this point. So, I say at this point, I mean, realistically, it would have been better to do before we did 15 air sacs. But, hey, they're 15 air sacs. Look at them, they're beautiful, they're beautiful. And again, they are drawing energy, so good on them. And they're destroying some forests at times and stuff. Destroying some forces over here, which is nice as well. Maybe we'll try and mesh up around this pathway. Because again, now our pathway is up over here. If we can get around this little edge, we can hopefully hook to this wall and then take this entire area out. And again, cause them to just lose more energy. It's all about them losing energy at this point. Anything that we can take to cause them to lose energy is a very good thing. Maybe getting the blob nest once we do that, because that is essentially the next thing on the list. Blob nest, all of their snipers are out of ammo because they're shooting all of the air sacs. Maybe that's viable, right? Their usage is almost getting up to 150. So every point of energy that we start depriving them of now potentially causes them to get closer and closer and closer to a deficit, which is, again, pretty huge, right? Actually, speaking of that, I need this area, right? If we can take this little alcove, that's very nice for us. So we definitely want that. Blammo. And unfortunately, we have to go through another choke point where there's planes, but these planes will run out of energy. But the energy will last, I believe, longer because they are earned, so it's just going to take longer to get through. So huzzah for them. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. And hopefully this starts bursting through to the edge. Because I definitely would like that. I would definitely like that. I am intrigued. It does seem like they're not really making shields anymore. They had like 50 shields, and we did destroy them all, but I assumed they would all be replaced. But it doesn't really seem like that. So I'm actually very excited. I wonder if they were like, oh, we hit our threshold. We're good. We're good, guys. We shielded up. We tried. Shields didn't work. Well, that's fine. I mean, I know that's how I got at a time, so. I wonder if any of the urns are working, because if you can see there's 0 energy coming in from the urns, and the urn port is actively not doing anything, but at the same time, maybe some of the other ones are. So it is also viable to destroy the urn port. I don't quite know about that right now. We do have 43 eggs. I'm tempted to egg this area just to sort of get it done. I mean, we already egged the plane, so it's like, do I want to re-egg this area even though we already have egged this area? That's sort of where I'm at right now. You know, it's one of those, well, we did it already, so how's their energy? Their generation's down to 148. It's not dropping very fast, but again, it does drop. And technically, if we were to egg this forest, that's a lot of eco lost. So we do have the potential to do a big drop in their energy reserves at some point. Just don't want to do it quite so yet. Again, want to take this area at least first, because once we take this area, that's just guaranteed ground that we gain. And guaranteed ground is, of course, good ground, right? I mean, it's guaranteed. So that's just good for business. I do want to egg and rock this area, but with until the planes are out of ammo, pointless, right? So we got to get rid of those planes. By get rid of, again, I just mean have them run out of energy. So once all the planes land over there, we can continue our assault that way. So it's this assault that is most intriguing to me. I am the biggest fan of it, so you know what? Maybe we just fill this in now. That actually might be viable. Filling this into the edge maybe will allow more creep to spill over and maybe go further into this way. So I'm going to do that over here as well, right? Let's just really get our spillover in on this edge. Because I've sort of just been like, yeah, it'll just do it, right? But it'll really do it if it's close to the edge. So, Buzzinga. Blammo. And again, look at that, they're going into a deficit. And they almost went to like an actual deficit, which was kind of exciting if you ask me. Alright, hopefully this will spill over the edge and really just allow creep to just get here. Because that's the big problem. Coming from here, it's not really getting on this side. And that's never a good thing right now. So, keep this edge growing, keep it moving. The planes, most of them have stopped. There are a couple that are left. And he's flying off. Which is great for business. Yeah, see, going to the edge, oh, look at that go. It's so much better for us. That's actually pretty huge. So spilling up into this area. That's where we want it to be. Now, again, unfortunately, if we look top down, it's never going to connect. It's never going to connect. But it is spilling over. And that's where I want that creep to be. So that's a thing, at least. It looks like this side got bolstered a bit more, at least, potentially. So I think it worked. Yeah, because this is actually flowing all the way into there. So yeah, it definitely worked. That's actually pretty exciting. This front line, this is where we're going to need to do some work. And with the planes gone, I think we can. I think we can do a little bit. We have 63 eggs, loads of eggs. This is where I would say we should destroy the map, right? Just win the base. But we are making progress, don't get me wrong. It's just because of all of the desert land, it's so wild, right? So let's just replace a bunch of these over here. Maybe destroy some stuff, but real importantly, destroy the eco. So this is just going to be a lot of eggs popping, a lot of destruction, a lot of mesh going down. Blammo. Oh yes, mesh it all up. Mesh flow. And that, again, now their generation is down to 125, which is much smaller, right? I mean, their generation has shrunk precipitously. Blam. If I can get the shield, I'd be very happy. Doesn't quite look like it's good enough to get the shield, which is... It's like so close. I hate how the shield can just hold on. Like, there's a good amount of creep there. You know? Just go, shield. Be gone. But no, the shield must hold. The shield must hold. They did put down a bunch of shields, so they're back in shield production, which is good for them. They're in a deficit though, which is actually very bad for them. Very, very bad. So, do we want to try and take this to the wall? I mean, there's so much here. This never made it to the wall, which is a shame. I really want to get this to the wall. I want this, if this gets to the wall again, we can take out this corner, which is just power that they would start losing, which is good. And then if this gets to the wall, ideally we would take out the rest. I want to take out that shield. Good. Okay, good. So let's see. We have 49 eggs. I don't want them getting this eco back, honestly. I think that's the biggest thing right now is keeping them from this eco. So I'm going to do a big ol' assault right here. We're going to increase the range of our meshing, and we're just going to mesh this up. All the way up to the edge. Get it all meshed, which is the important part. Because if they don't have that, again, they are in a big deficit now. Is it the perfect deficit? No. But it is a big deficit. And again, see how little creep... I mean, we do have mesh going everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I do agree to that. But... creep just can't make it. And this can't make it through. So I do think I am going to clean this up. Because I do want more creep. I just want more creep this way, right? I don't think this... I mean, I think it helped. But at the same time, I don't know... how much in that regard? You know, again, this area we have to keep meshed because we're still sort of fighting over it. But I need creep up here, right? This is where we need creep to be. Now, unfortunately, they are pushing things back very well. But again, their deficit is so big that even though our creep is thin, our goal is that, yes, our creep is thin, but your deficit is greater, right? So that's kind of our hope and our dream right now. Our creep is thin, but you're in a bigger deficit than our thin creep matters. So keep this going. And now we need to work out where are all the M-rifts, right? Is there an M-rift over here? So power is coming from over here. Is that is a sniper. So, M-rift o'clock. You are... Wait, are you... Oh, you're a sniper M-rift. Okay, so we'll do you. Blam. Sniper M-rift done. Now we have one M-rift here. Check. We definitely have an M-rift down here. Check. So we have to do these one at a time. And this is going to be a rough one. We have 31 eggs, or 31 rocks. Which isn't bad. But our eggs are getting thinner and thinner. So I'm a little spooked by that. I want to get the shield, I think. I think what I want to do is egg these towers down, so we don't mess with that. There's so many times I'll use eggs and things, and then towers get blown up, and it's very sad. And let's just rock to the shield. Okay, shield is down. Beautiful. Blammo. What? Okay. M-rift o'clock is now down. We now have one over here. We have 23. We only have 7 eggs. That's the spooky part. Yeah, I mean, we'd have to use 5 or 6 like that. That actually does pop the whole area, though, right? So that's kind of exciting. Kind of exciting. Those will run out of ammo, which is good. We have another egg that we can just plop right here. And again, our entire goal will be to get rid of this M-rift. Oh, don't tell me the egg can't pop now because there's just not enough creep? Oh my gosh. M-rift, you are right there. I didn't have enough rocks. Oh, wait, what? I don't have enough rocks. Oh, it's just not in range. Boom. Okay, good. I used all my rocks. But now, this whole area is now shut off. Whew. Holy moly. Oh, they have AC breed. Oh, those are AC breeders in the trees. That's a shame. But that's okay. That's okay. I think we shutting off. Oh no. They got 1 dot. They got 1 dot. Get out of here. No. Can I not mesh this? Mesh. Yeah, you don't get a dot. No. You have no power to this side. You have no power here. Ooh, that does poop out eggs at least. Or, oh no, maybe it got dropped by that. I don't know. Huh. Okay. Spore launcher achieved. Don't care about spores though. Again, they still have infinite red on, and they have missile launchers. So spores, blah. But their deficit, that's the key right now. So we can save up some eggs, potentially clear over here. Maybe by clearing over here, it'll allow the creep to spread? I doubt it. But again, we just don't have enough creep to make a huge difference. Although, we now have blobs. And if we put as many points into blobs as we do air sacs, we should have about 60 blobs. And again, they're in a big deficit. So their snipers probably won't have that much ammo, right? Like, are these full of ammo? Yeah, see, like, they're getting filled up, but they run out every time air sacs come by. So the blob air sac combo might be our way to victory. Down here is hilarious. We can't hold it because they keep breeding, but I don't care about that. Air sacs are doing their thing. The AC is actually coming out and actually being a problem for us, but it's not the end of the world, and here come the blobulons, right? Sure, some are being killed. Sure, they have to kill all this stuff too, but it's going, right? Every unit they take out is actually pretty huge. Again, their deficit is just growing and growing, so we're in a deficit war at this point. I don't think we can really do this with creep unless we put, like, unless it was like 5,000, you know, and it can just overrun everything. But look at that, like, this almost made a pure connection across. Can't hold it though, it can't sustain it, and that's the problem. But what we can do is sustain blobs. Let's see, look at this. Oh my gosh. And then every tower that the blobs kill, every unit that they kill, they're going to try and build up again, and everything they try and build again just does more and more damages. So these blobs, I think, will be the blobs of victory. I think we just hit our blobs of victory. They have multiple emeralds down there. We're not taking that anytime soon. That's a little bit of a shame. A little bit of a shame. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, see, whenever they take a front line out over here, that's huge. Now, the problem is they do rebuild it, but they're in a big deficit. So we just have to get as many things as possible. All of these need to die, because once these are dead, the blobs will stop targeting, like, down here and stuff. That's definitely pretty important. This isn't producing eggs. If I upgrade it once, will it produce eggs? I doubt it, but I'm going to do it just once. Just once. Just so it might. Because I would like it to produce eggs. Actually, their deficit doesn't seem as high as it once did, which is weird. I thought they were almost at 200 deficit. So where did that... I mean, we got the blobs. And now their deficit's going down. So maybe the blobs are not the best thing. I don't know. This is very weird. You would think every unit we destroy is just going to cause them to go further and further into a deficit, because they then have to rebuild it. They have to... Well, I guess if they're destroying... I guess it does depend on what they are destroying. Oh, nope, they're back into a 200 deficit. There we go, and we're at 25 Aegulons, which is pretty darn good. I wanna expand that for sure. This could be our moment, right? Because they sort of did a pretty good number in this corner. So if we do something like a lot, like we're gonna commit most of our Aegulons here. Again, we're trying to take the map. We're trying to take the map first. We're not trying to cheese the map in essence. But if we put like a lot of these down, and even like one here, so we can hopefully spread some mesh. Ooh, is this gonna work? Is this gonna be? Are we gonna be able to sort of take this side by meshing? Blammo. Not to mention just the fact that we're gonna use up a lot of sniper ammo, and that always feels real good right about now. Okay, we did not do everything, but we did get quite a lot. And we did man. Oh wait, there's an emerald right there. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go. No more bluite, which means no more sprayers. No more sprayers could be the biggest difference, because now their free unit, which they actually have quite a few sprayers everywhere, now has no more means to replenish its ammo. They're already out of bluite, which is huge. And we do have mesh that's going to connect all the way up, right? All the way up, the mesh will connect. It might not be thick. It might not be girthy mesh. It might not be big mesh. But it should be our mesh. So again, more of a drain on their energy. No more free resources for blue light. All of these sprayers will stop shooting. Which, I mean, again, sprayers aren't the best defense, but they were essentially free. Right? Free energy-wise. So that's a good thing to get rid of. It's a very good thing to get rid of. Blobulons, let's just keep them going. See. Spore launchers. Oh, you're actually targeted? You're not random? Look at that. Alright, you know, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of cool with that. The AC, unfortunately, is a little out of hand. Not the end of the world, just more of a nuisance. But again, there's no way they're getting this back. So, although they can do that. I mean, it's producing 6. Alright, so what we need to do is fill up this area. Butts. Alright. Fill it up. Let's go. You are not getting your blue light. Stop trying. Yeah, they're in such a deficit. Even the, I mean, unfortunately, the air sacs can't survive, but the snipers are not able to kill all of their orbs anymore. Right? All the Orbulons, not strong enough. And the blobs keep coming. We're up to, 68. Oh, that's finally going to get rid of that guy. Which is good. I guess what I should do is take out. Bloop. Blob. Let's take it out. No blobs will come down here anymore. And this will just stop breeding. I just want it to not breed. Not gonna lie. Oh, we're actually. Oh, we got rid of their factory. Oh my. Oh, wait. They got another one and built a second one? They built a factory instead of another urn. What just happened here? And look at how fast. Do you see how fast that Redon went up? It was just like bloop. Insta Redon. Lift deck, that's full. So that factory's on top of the. Oh my god, there's only so much that they can do. I do think we have it here, which is nice. No cheating really required. As you can see, we just starved them of their resources, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, look at that. Their generation is down to 60. They're at a 300+ deficit, which is huge. The skimmers are actually up and active. Because... Wait, did this go by 2? No, it's going because the nullifier ran out of energy, which is not something you see every day. Oh, wow. It's even pushed so far into here. I was ignoring that corner. That corner's just getting taken. So, it worked out pretty well. Unfortunately, though, you can't do it with creep. Our creep just died off. But, I will say, the blobs and air sacs did it. Honestly, it was the strategic meshing that took us to victory here. There was the base. I'm assuming that was a blob. My eyes were looking at the strategic mesh. It was on screen, though, so feel free to tell me what happened. But there we go. We've done it. Holy moly. I am shocked and amazed. Boop, boop. Look at it go. So much destruction. So this has been an honest look at the Desolate Desert. Again, feel real bad for these emitters. Just so much absorber. If this was space, it would have been such a different map. But it wouldn't have been a desert. So, you know, hey. Get out of here. Who's still flying around? One sec. Where is this person dancing? You're down here. Get out of here. Beautiful. Okay. This has been the Desolate Desert. And as we can see, time, we did 117, which I feel pretty good for a real time for. 57 minutes, I believe that's probably that's real as well. But there are some like 34 and things like that. I would say is probably Eggulond. You can definitely egg the base. 14 minutes, definitely Eggulond. Things like that. So, I don't know. What was the better strategy here? Please let me know. I mean, realistically, maybe we go straight for blobs and air sacs and you just forget all the creep. You go straight for them and you hold it with eggs or something. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I hope you would definitely enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.